Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday morning makes. Actually, on a Saturday night is when I'm filming this. Um, I had some things that I had to do during the day today, so I actually made cards this evening, and I'm filming this around 11 p.m. Uh, in the Pacific Northwest. So I think it's like 3 in the morning back east, or 2 in the morning. Anyway, I uh I am excited to share what I'm going to share today because I am joining in with Nancy, who is the Handy Scandy, for her Miss You in May hashtag. And Nancy has a beautiful video on her channel where she talks about her lovely daughter, Maura. And this is a time of year, especially I think when she misses her. And I think Mother's Day is always hard when you've lost a child. And so my heart is always with Nancy, and her and I have both had loss in our lives. All of us have loss, I think, of different types. And, depending on your age and what you've been through and everything, we all deal with loss. And so I loved her hashtag Miss You in May. I would like to honor the fathers in our family whom we've lost in the last 12 months, both my dad and my father-in-law. So it's hard when we lose people. We also lost my dad's little brother, my uncle. So it's been a tough year for loss. And but as I always say, you do have to choose joy. And I was looking for a stamp that would fit with this Miss You in May hashtag. And I found one that is by Angie Blom for Unity. And this one says, "You have filled my heart with greater joy." And I think we can all agree that the people in our lives that we love, our family, the people that we're close to, our adopted family, our friends, they fill our hearts with greater joy. They're part of our lives. And even after they're gone, the memories live on in your heart. And as you know, matter cannot be destroyed. So once it's created, you cannot destroy matter. It only can change form. So when we die, we change forms. That matter cannot be destroyed. So I feel that my loved ones are near me. They're just in a different form. And whether you believe that or not, or whatever your beliefs are, I think it's important to remember people with love in our hearts, and remember the good times. And I think as the longer you miss someone, the good stuff is what rises to the top, just like the cream rises to the top. I think the good memories are what rise to the top, and you lose the harder memories hopefully recede. So I thought I would join in with this beautiful hashtag. Nancy, thank you for sharing what you shared on your channel and for doing this hashtag. And this stamp set, does this have a name on it? It's AB110A. So if you're looking for this, if you're interested in it, I have quite a few different angel sets from Unity. They do a big sale every year around Thanksgiving, and I always go take a peek, and I'll usually pick up a few things. So this is one that I got recently, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. So that is what I used. And of course, Unity is always red rubber cling stamps, and they stamp so beautifully. You don't even need to color them because the detail is so gorgeous. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share. If you don't follow Nancy already, be sure and look her up. She's Handy Scandy over on Instagram, or type in her name, Nancy May. And then on YouTube, she's Handy Scandy's Crafty Adventures. And she is a longtime Saturday morning maker and a good friend. And she also does lots of different design work for different companies. I forget what it is, Dress for Confetti. I can't remember the name of the company, and then Whimsy stamps and different things. So she's a wonderful channel to follow, and Nancy has a way with mixed media and just using a jelly plate, and she always has really neat things to look at on her channel. So be sure to check her out and subscribe to her channel. So let me dive in. I'm going to show you the other things that I use besides that stamp set. I use this adorable Create Joy stamp. This is, of course, from Red Lead Paperworks. Hello to Chris and Sharon. I have a bunch of their stamps out that I want to play with. I think that might be the next thing I do in between design team projects. I used this beautiful twill tape, and I forget who made this one. I've had it for so many years now, at least 3 or 4 years. And but I'm getting down to the dregs of it. I don't have as much left as I used to, but I did use this and I love it. It's just so pretty. I love twill tapes. And I think I got it at, I think it was from Simon Says Stamp is where I purchased mine. And then during the big sale that IO has every year, they do a big 40% off sale. They did a big sale this year, and I picked up this die set. This is the Stitched Squares, and this is a new die set from Anna White, and I love the stitching on these dies. You can see the stitching in the corners. And so I did use the smaller, I think it was the smaller one, yeah. I used the smaller square die on one of my cards. So those are gorgeous. I also did, for my creative time, I made one more birdhouse card because I wanted to use her Lucky Bird die. And I did talk to Emma about bringing this die set back and maybe even making multiple birds, maybe in different positions or different sizes. So I'm hoping she's going to do that. But if you have this Lucky Bird die in your stash, that's the one that I used on the birdhouse that I'm going to show you. So I used the birdhouse tag dies, and I also used the birdhouse stamps and dies. So these both were just released yesterday, and you can still use my discount code Jill at checkout, or any of the design team members. They all have a named affiliate code. Use one of their codes and you get 15% off everything through Sunday evening, okay, through tonight, Sunday night. It's Saturday night now, but tomorrow night, at midnight Pacific Standard Time, you can get that 15% off. And then after the sale ends, you can still use our codes. It just reverts back to 10% off. Okay. So I also used a stitching die from this 4-inch circle card die set from My Creative Time. From Spellbinders, I used this largest open scallop circle die. These are about 30 years old, I'd say. At least 25, I don't know, something like that. And then I used from My Creative Time also the beautiful strawberry leaf plate die, and I used these smaller leaves on here on one of my cards. And then I also used the flower plate die, the strawberry flower plate, and I love the stitching in these strawberry flowers, and also in the leaves. So these are wonderful plate dies, and I love that you can tape different strips of paper and or just cut an entire plate full of flowers or leaves or whatever you need very quickly. So love these dies, and those again are My Creative Time, and they're part of that new release I was talking about. And if you want to see all the release projects and all the information about that, just go back to my last 4 videos. There's 3 sneak peek videos and then the release video that shows all my projects. I also use this die. It's die 1248U. It's the Loopy Heart die. And this is another one that I picked up from Anna White's line during the 40% off sale. And then I also use this die 1310Y, which is a shaker tag die. So all of these are used on the cards I'm going to show you. I use this pretty circle layer dies from My Creative Time, and I just want to show you what I did. I wanted to create a frame, and so I taped the 2 dies together and then cut them out to make a frame. Okay, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then the last die set is this one from Gina Marie Designs, and I used this middle-sized frame die, which is just a beautiful doily frame. I used a couple papers from the Gingham Gathered paper pad, and this is a gorgeous paper pad from My Mind's Eye. They were having a big sale on this paper pad, a spring sale not too long ago, and you could get these for $2.50, I think. So I picked up a couple. And they also had their 12 by 12s for $5 of the Gingham collection. So I picked up a 12 by 12 for $5 also. I'm not sure if they're still on sale, but you could go look. They might be. And then from Iralamija shop on Etsy, I used a couple different paper collections. I used the Shabby Floral paper collection. I use the Vintage Blue collection, which is one of her journaling collections. And I use the papers, so I can't show you those. You'll see them on the card. But these are the other things that the collection comes with. So these have all this gorgeous ephemera in them, and they're made to do little junk journals or to use with your journals or whatever you want to do with them. And then there's two pattern papers. One of the papers is this houndstooth, and another one is a rose pattern. And I'm trying to see if there's any papers in here that have it, but no. So I can't show you. I'll show you that one on the card. So I also use this collection that has words and kind of a pink background. And this collection comes with two different sheets, and it's called Belle Flower. And what I loved about it is it has the word joy in here, enjoy, fly, friends, and discover. And I love this paper, and I used it. And then you get both, I believe, a 4-sheet as well as a bigger sheet that has 2 larger size papers on it. Did I bring it in? Yeah, that looks like this. So, and when you hit print, when you order it, you get both sets, I believe, in her printing. So in the download anyway, if I'm saying that correctly. But anyway, these are wonderful Iralamija shop digital printables, and I love her digital papers. And so those are, you know, what I use to create some of the cards that I'm going to show you. So let me kind of move things out of the way here, and I'll start showing you the cards. First of all, the little birdhouse card that I created, it says tweet birthday wishes. I'm going to use this for a special birthday that's coming up. And then this one uses that adorable little bird that Emma has had in her store for many years. So if you are an avid collector of Emma's wonderful products, you probably have this in your stash. And look at how cute it looks with this birdhouse. And I did talk to Emma about possibly bringing this back and doing multiple sizes, maybe even a little baby bird where they could be feeding each other with a little worm or something. But I just love this birdhouse, and I think there's so many things you can do with it. I love the little charming birds that she released this week, but I also like this bird that's a little bit more authentic looking. So I wanted to do a card with this bird now that the release is over, and just share that on my channel. So there's that tweet birthday wishes card. And then let's get into the angel cards. The first one is using that Vintage Blue journal kit from Iralamija shop, and it also is where I used a little strip of that washi twill tape to separate the embossed panel and then that beautiful paper panel. So this is the paper. It has little forget-me-not flowers in it. That's one of the papers, and then the other paper is this beautiful houndstooth. So these are the two papers that come in the Vintage Blue journal kit from Iralamija shop. And then I paired it with this heart embossed background. These are Prim Hearts in an embossing folder, and I just cut a strip of it, and then I separated the two papers with the twill tape. And then you have this beautiful frame. I showed you how I cut that. And this is cut from dies from My Creative Time that have these little scalloped indentations all in stitching. And so I love the stitching detail on these dies. And of course, you can see the beautiful angel. I did draw in a little face for her to have on her face, though you can certainly leave it plain. And then I added some of the flowers from the My Creative Time strawberry flower and leaf die plates. And I just added those around the card and down at the bottom and up at the top. It kind of draws your eye through the card. And then you have that beautiful, you have filled my heart with greater joy. So just a lovely card in this beautiful turquoise colors. And then inside, here's another strip of that beautiful paper from the kit. And then another flower, and then on the back I use the rest of the twill tape, and there's more, a bigger piece of the houndstooth paper that comes in the kit. So I love how this card turned out, and I will use these papers in the kit over and over again, I'm sure, because this is one of my very favorite colors, this kind of Tiffany blue color. So that was the first card that I did. And then this is actually the last one that I made. And this uses also a different set of papers. I think these are the shabby ones from Iralamija shop, the shabby florals, I believe. But go to her shop. She has so many beautiful things. This is that Spellbinders open scallop circle die. the beautiful Unity stamp again. And I stamped these little tiny hearts on the background that you see there. Those come from a Diana Markham stamp set. Let's see, it's this one here that has the ginger spice image in it. She has these little tiny hearts in a stamp right here. And then she has a bigger version of it that's more like steamed hearts. But I use this little tiny heart stamp just to add some little detail to the card, just in the background here. So I love that. I love how this card turned out too. And this is a beautiful like fabric paper digital. And then this is a Iralamija shop paper in the background. So that's the second one. And you can see the inside and the back. I just brought this paper around to the back to decorate it. Here's another one. This one is in using that beautiful paper from Iralamija shop that I showed you with the stitching and the words friends and joy in it. The words are covered up. I use this beautiful Gina Marie Designs doily rectangle to create the card. And of course, the beautiful angel from Angie. And I added some little pink hearts, again, with that Diana Markham stamp. And you can see a little piece of the of that same heart embossed panel. And this is another strip of it that I added to this card. And I love doing that. I love having a little piece of embossing with a pretty pattern paper. I just think it's a pretty way to set up a card. And then I did run lace down between the two of them this time instead of the linen tape. And this one's all in kind of pinks and purples. So, and it's a Scarlet Jewel card base. And then inside I used another panel of that beautiful doily rectangle from Gina Marie Designs. And then on the back, you can see Discover Friends. This is that beautiful paper from Iralamija shop. So there's that one. And then I have one more to show you. And this one is purple. And this is where I used that adorable red lead Create Joy stamp set. I did stamp it off once so that it wouldn't be too dark, but it just says Create Joy on the little heart. And this heart, again, is from Anna White's line at Impression Obsession. This is the Impression Obsession shaker tag die. I almost made it a shaker, but I wanted this to be fairly flat for mailing. It ended up being that the bow is kind of sticking up either way, so I probably could have made it a shaker. And then just sent this card in a different type of package, or hand delivered it in for use. But anyway, I love how this turned out. This beautiful purple seam binding is from Red Lead also. So not only did I use the stamp, but I also used the seam binding that they gifted me. And again, this is that adorable angel from Angie from Unity Stamps. And then I just mixed and matched my papers. The paper in the background here is, of course, from Iralamija shop. This is an old digital fabric paper that I've had for many years. And then I did use more of those beautiful strawberry flowers from My Creative Time. So those are my little angel cards. These, again, are in honor of the Miss You in May hashtag. And to anybody that is missing loved ones who have gone ahead until we can be with them again, I just pray that you feel their love surrounding you at all times, and that you feel peace in your soul. And hopefully their souls are at peace and they're out of pain and they're just full of so much joy in such a better place. So thank you, Nancy, for inspiring us with the Miss You in May hashtag. And for those of you that are following Two Crafters One Design, their graduation cards is the theme this week. So it'll be interesting to see all the graduation projects that everybody comes up with. And I look forward to just seeing what everybody has been creating. I think it was Kim that posted, just posted a chicken that she made inspired by Faith Chick 777, I think. And so I saw that right before I came on. I had to look up Nancy's channel really quick and make sure I had it right to share with you. And it's always fun to see what everybody's making. Patty O'Malley used... she used the little doll die set that Sam Poole has come out with and made an adorable tag. And I'm trying to think what else I saw. I looked at some poinsettias that our friend Kelly in Idaho made the other day. And she's raising some baby chicks. So be sure and go over and look at her posts on Instagram because she's sharing her baby chicks. And I have not been able to watch much. I've been so busy with release work for my creative time. So I'm kind of playing catch up, and I'm really looking forward to the Memorial Day weekend to be able to share some time online and see what everybody is doing. So I look forward to hopping around to seeing everybody's posts this weekend. I want to thank every single person that left me comments during the My Creative Time release. You guys are so kind, and I had so much fun with that release. Oh my goodness, Emma just outdid herself, and I'm just so proud of her for 14 years in business. Running a small business is a labor of love, and it's a big job. Our family had a business for many years, and it is a big job. And sometimes you're up till 2 in the morning, or 4 in the morning, or all night, or so God bless Emma and her family, and especially as they work on mailing packages out over the next few days. And I look forward to seeing again what everybody does when they do get their packages. If you purchased any of the release, I can't wait to see what you create with all of the wonderful stamps and dies that Emma came out with. So everybody have a lovely Memorial Day weekend. Choose joy, and I hope your hearts are full of love, especially for those in your life that maybe have passed away and have gone to be with God. All right, everybody, I'll be back with you soon, I hope, with another video. Thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. Blessings and hugs. Bye now.